Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Center of the Heart celebration service. We're going to get started. Let's start with a good song here. Take a stand for God. Everyone stand. 1, 2, 3. It goes like this. I got peace, peace waking up. I got joy, joy rising up. I just love, love stepping out to take a stand for God. Now you know it. I got peace, peace waking up. I got joy, joy rising up. I just love, love stepping out to take a stand for God. Is the verse. Wake up, everybody. Put some passion in our lives. Rise up, people of spirit. You hit snooze once or twice. You gotta get up out of those old sad shoes. Sing a new song, stop crying the blues. Wake up, stand up, spread the news, and take a stand for God. Chorus, I got peace, peace waking up. I got joy, joy rising up. I just love, love stepping out to take a stand for God. Like you mean it. I got peace, peace waking up. I got joy, joy rising up. I just love, love stepping out to take a stand for God. Here we go. Wake up, everybody. Put some passion in our lives. Rise up, people of spirit. We've hit snooze once or twice. You gotta get up out of those old sad shoes. Sing a new song, stop crying the blues. Wake up, stand up, spread the news. Take a stand for God. Here we go. I got peace, peace waking up. I got joy, joy rising up. I just love, love stepping out to take a stand. One more time. I got peace, peace waking up. I got joy, joy rising up. I just love, love stepping out to take a stand for God. All right, you sound good. You sound good, folks. And now it's time for our practitioner of the morning, Roxy Angel Superstar, to give us our invocation and reading, get us set up for this service and the rest of the day.
Good morning. All right, so let's invocate. This is what I know. God is all. God is the breath in our body, the air that I breathe. God is surrounding each and every person here with its light, with its love, with its grace. And I know this grace extends to all parts of this service, from Shane in the sound booth to George and EJ on the music, to all the way in Kentucky, where our guest speaker, Lava Bai, will be giving us the message today, which is what we co-create together. So I know that divine blessings are flowing, that each one of us will take a kernel of truth that we can carry with us out into the day, and just we are going to ground and center and celebrate our lives and the presence of God moving through and as us and having its way with our lives. So it is with gladness that I release these words into the hands of the Most High, knowing that all is well, all is done, and it's working on our behalves beautifully, effortlessly. So we let go and we let God and we say together, and so it is. Which camera? That's the, yeah, don't turn that off. Just leave it on. Okay. All right. You're beautiful. It's all good. So I have a reading from, I couldn't choose, so I'm going to go eeny, meeny, miny, mo. And it is this one. My camera's not on? How come I see myself? Oh, oh yeah, the video's off. Isn't that crazy? Oh, well, just give me this, Bubby. Okay. We're having a little technical difficulty, but that's okay. And here I am. So this is what I know. I'm ready for change. I'm ready for my change. The greatest discovery of all time is that a person can change the future by merely changing their attitude. That's what Oprah says. And I know that the answer is here and now. It is within my own mind because God is right where I am. This is what Ernest Holmes, our founder, says. Psychologist Neville Sanford developed a theory of growth widely used in the field of education. And the theory says that to be balanced, oh, wait a minute, here it is. All right, there it is. Says that students need challenges to grow, but the challenges must be balanced with support. Too much or too little of either will limit a student's ability to learn and integrate. Later in his career, he added a third component he discovered that was necessary for growth: readiness. This feels true to me and is born out of my own growth journey. It has almost been a challenge that called me over the years in coaches, mentors. Just like having difficulty reading this. I'm so sorry. I have been blessed to have found the right support over the years in coaches, mentors, ministers, and therapists, not to mention a slew of compassionate and wise friends. But there have been times when I was presented with an opportunity to grow, but I just wasn't ready. Maybe I was just too overloaded and overwhelmed in that moment. I've learned to trust my soul's timing. It seems to me that I will continue to have things to work on, even if I live to be 120. In our healing journey, can we allow ourselves to be gentle and compassionate with ourselves? As New Thought balladeer Karen Drucker says, and I will only go as fast as the slowest part of me feels safe to go. If we remain committed to our growth, we will grow. But we cannot do all of the inner work at the same time. So slow down, breathe, rest, and trust yourself on this journey. And the affirmation is, I trust divine timing moving through my life today. I intuitively know what to do and how to do it. I know when to stop doing and allow everything to be as it is. I am guided by Spirit, and so it is.
Thank you, Roxy. All right. We've got another song. You can stand up if you'd like. Enjoy the process of this vibration in your body. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very simple. We let the love wash over us. We let it be. We let the love wash over us. We let it be. We let the joy wash over us. We let it be. We let the love wash over us. We let it be. We let the joy wash over us. We let it be. We let the peace wash over us. We let it be. Love. We let the love wash over us. We let it be. All right. Thank you, folks, for making this so comfortable. Yes. And now I believe it's time for a few more things for us to do here. Roxy's going to guide us through it.
Morning. Welcome to Center of the Heart. We are a spiritual center that is based on the teachings of Ernest Holmes and all the ancient wisdom and traditions of the world. We teach how to navigate life's ups and downs through the use of affirmative prayer, meditation, positive intentions, and inner reflection. We change our thinking to change our lives, to bring us more balance, joy, harmony, and we're grateful for your attendance here today. So there's something that Reverend Miriam, who is off today, some much needed R&R. I think her beloved boyfriend had his birthday today, so she's doing that. But anyway, I wish to welcome you, and so this is what she does. She says, reach your hands out to the universe and let yourself be filled with whatever it is you need in this moment. Let it trickle down your arms and into your heart. Then I'd like you to place your hands over your heart and repeat after me. I bless who I am. I am the image and the likeness of God. And I am another way that love is happening here in on this planet. Yes. I'm grateful for me. And I thank God for me. And I welcome myself to the center of my own heart. Thank you. And now we've got a solo, a song. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, prayer for the world. I'm like speeding things along, but let it, George Friedenthal.
And I will make a quiet place within my mind, and I'll wait upon the Lord. I'll wait upon the Lord. And I will make a quiet place within my heart, and I will wait upon the Lord. I'll wait upon the Lord. Be still, my soul, be still. Be still, my soul, be still. Be still and know. I will make a quiet place within my life, and I will wait upon the Lord. I'll wait upon the Lord.
And from that space where the Most High unites in all of our hearts, let's pray for the world and know that right where we are, where everyone is individually, God is. The activity of God is unfolding perfectly, mercifully, peacefully, connecting us all in love, one purpose, one heart beating for the world, love reigning supreme and transmitting through all life in this moment. I call forth a divine blessing upon the world, that all hearts return to the wisdom and the knowledge and the grace that is its birthright. It flows through all the minds and hearts of our governments, of our leaders, of our children, of our adults, and all life that walks this planet. That we are imbued in this moment with just peace, harmony, and love, and divine wisdom just flowing through our thoughts, our actions, and our deeds, so that we shine as bright as God's love and light for all our days. And so it is with gladness that I surrendered these thoughts, these words, into the most capable hands of the universe, God's hands, so that all these ideas be manifest as we move our hands and our feet. So I release and I let go. And we say together, and so it is. Amen. And now it's time for a solo by EJ and George.
One, two, three. Some of you may recognize. Sing along if you like. It's like a diamond ring, it's a precious thing. And we never want to lose it. It's like a favorite song we love to sing. Every time we hear the music, we're in this love together. We got the kind that lasts forever. We're in this love together. And like berries on the vine, we get sweeter all the time. It's like a rainy night and candlelight. And ooh, it's so fantastic. We got the whole thing working out just right. And it's just the way it's lasting. We're in this love together. Got the kind that lasts forever. We're in this love together. And like berries on the vine, it gets sweeter all the time. Go, George. The kind that lasts forever and ever more. Through you and me, we know we're in this love together. The kind that brings to mind a favorite song. Hey, we're in this love together. We got the kind that lasts forever. The kind that lasts forever. All right. Thank you so much. And it's time now for our speaker, coming to us from Kentucky, Ms. Lava Bai. Where are you, Lava?
I'm here. Hi, everybody. Thank you, EJ and George. I like that song so much, and it is perfect for our co-creation theme, what we create together. I have to say, when I found out this was the talk topic, I was so just inspired because co-creating is one of my favorite things to do. And I'm hoping that if you're not already in alignment with that inspiration, that after this afternoon you will be, for sure, about co-creation. So First of all, I want to share with you, especially after listening to George and EJ, and I'm going to bring them in as an example, the difference between collaboration and co-creation. So, and musicians are a perfect example of that. And if you come to the rehearsals before service starts, you will absolutely get a real understanding of the difference. Collaboration is when we're dividing the work. Co-creation is when we're multiplying that energy. And so what they come together in working on a song, it's a collaboration. I'll play this part, you'll play this part, we'll work on this part together, and they do it with their instruments, with their voices, their singing voices, and absolutely with their intentions for our absolute enjoyment and hopefully absorption. Yes. And then somewhere in all of that, they begin to co-create. It comes together, it gels together, and we experience the benefit of that collaboration that turned out to be a co-creation. So EJ and George, thank you again for that, and we'll look forward to hearing more of that later on in the service. Co-creation really entails three specific things. And just remember C, the letter C, the container, because that's the co-creation needs a safe space and a sense of permission, even if you're co-creating with yourself, right? In a meditation or something, a sense of belonging and being okay to be in that space that has a C, the current, the energy, the flow, how you're moving and grooving and vibing in that frequency of co-creation. It really is when you really get into it, it's such a wonderful experience. And I'm sure there's something that you have in your life that is your passion, and then all of a sudden things become timeless because you're really operating, functioning from a higher vibration. So everything just becomes timeless. And then lastly, there's the consequence, the results of that co-creation, what you put together in your collaborating, then co-creating with whatever it is and whomever it is you're co-creating with. 1 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 9 says, "For we are co-workers in God's service." In God's service. And collaborating and co-creating with God is one of my, and I mean this, people, it's one of my favorite things to do because I'm always so really astounded at the results, knowing that I never could have done any of this by myself. Knowing that I've just been in the presence of the energy of the Almighty and something wonderful and, in my opinion, miraculous has happened. Again, collaboration divides the work. Who's going to do what? Co-creating multiplies the work. So I want to give you an example of current going on literally in this moment of an historical co-creation. And to give you a hint, that's why I'm wearing the color burnt orange today. I'm sure most of you are aware of the story of the monks that left from Fort Worth, Texas, and began a journey 2,300 miles to go to the White House. Their estimated date of arrival is February 11th. They have walked, literally at one point, even barefoot for some of them, from Fort Worth, Texas, and they went through the South. They crossed the famous Emmett Pettus Bridge there, that took place with the civil rights. I don't know if many of you were around then, you young folks, but that was where historically Martin Luther King and so many people crossed that bridge during the civil rights movement. They crossed that bridge, and how appropriate that this is Martin Luther King weekend, and I'm making reference to that because their mission is about kindness. And when you have kindness, what do you have? Peace, freedom. The similarities cannot go without saying. There's so much in common that we have and still have. Here we are, 40, 50 years later. And we need peace now more than we've ever needed it in this country. Part of it is because our news, we don't have to wait until 5, 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night or early in the morning. We can get it in 8 seconds nowadays. The bigger challenge is discerning what is real news and what is, excuse me, I don't mean this, as a pun, but fake news, because AI now, people are just creating all kind of things. So we have to be careful what it is we are taking in. Let me get back to the monks. The Tao, I think you pronounce it the Tao Ching, chapter 8, says the highest good is like water. It gives life to 10,000 things, and it does not strive. It gives life to 10,000 things, and it does not strive. Remember I said, co-creation multiplies. And that is what's happening. I remember hearing about that walk back in October, and I thought, oh wow, that's a long way to go, knowing that monks typically don't really wear shoes. And I'm like, you're not going to get through that walk at this time of year barefoot, not to mention how bad it is for the whole body constitution, for what it's worth. And as they continued their walk, things started happening. One of the saddest things, some kind of way, somebody lost control of a vehicle and they hit the safety vehicle that was following the monks, and one of the monks that was near the end got run over by one of their own vehicles by accident, and he ended up losing his leg. But they first of all, he insisted that they continue the walk, and they continued to support him in their highest thoughts, in their energy, in their kindness. And then as they got into Georgia, still with their walk, and they would hand out flowers and give the strings of prayer around the arms of many people. Many cities hosted them to stay overnight, and they would give a talk in the evening. And attention continued to grow. It continued to multiply and multiply. Now, by the time they got to Georgia, everybody was hooping and hollering and yay, yay, yay. And we have to know the story of, what goes on in Georgia. A lot of people just looked at this as a thank goodness, this is an opportunity to celebrate freedom. And then some people felt as though they were a little over the top, that they really should remain honorable and peaceful for these monks. And so by the time they got into the Carolinas, even by the time they got to the farther east and north of Georgia, people were understanding. The ones in Atlanta didn't mean to be disrespectful. They were jubilant over the whole idea of kindness. Again, the co-creation was multiplying. So now as they're into the Carolinas and they've crossed from South Carolina to North Carolina, I believe yesterday or the day before, the people, the cities line up, they line on the sides. People bring their children. The children are giving the monks flowers. The monks are giving the children flowers. It truly is just a beauty to watch this co-creation of kindness, of peace. And we all know that with everything, and I do mean everything, going on in this country right now and in the world right now, we need more symbols of kindness. We need to allow it to multiply. We need to co-create. And in co-creating, one of the things that comes out and that we need to bring with it is courage. Another one of these C words. Just the courage to allow the co-creating to exist. So my question to you is, in your life, with what's going on, what is it that you'd like to co-create with? And before you actually think about that, I want to give a couple of ideas, because co-creation is not limited to just with a person or with God, and in my opinion, God should always be a part of it. But for musicians, for example, you're co-creating when you're by yourself with your instrument. For those who are writers, you're co-creating, whether you're journaling or you're writing for a blog or you're writing for the paper, you're still co-creating. As an artist, if you're dealing with a particular medium, you're co-creating to bring that into fruition. So there's so many different ways to co-create. As you all know, when I'm doing the decluttering, even in preparing for the meeting, I'm co-creating. And guess what I can co-create with as well? Technology. We co-create because we definitely have to trust. But with ChatGPT, I may go in and tell it what I want to do for that week and ask for some ideas for the theme. That's co-creating. And I look at ChatGPT and the other AI, I don't use a lot, but maybe 3 or 4 AIs, as co-creating with them. This is a thing for me. So when I'm asking you, just take a moment now. Maybe you'll be comfortable just closing your eyes for a moment and just feel the energy in the room there where you are. Right now, the fan is on with my heater. Maybe you can hear certain sounds. And I'd like for you to think about what it is you'd like to co-create and how. Just breathe that in. It might be a new habit. It might be repairing an existing relationship that might be going south. It may be a clearer home, a cleaner home. It may be a new home. It may be as simple as a calmer mind, which sometimes can be the most difficult thing to do. Maybe you'd like more steadiness in your walk, in your health, in your internal spirit. So what is the what that you desire? And if you're comfortable, you can open your eyes again and let's talk about how you get there. The first thing is you want to have an agreement. And that first agreement has to be with yourself. It's important that we are willing to participate in the process, because co-creating is not, I'm going to sit here and let it all happen around me. I'm just going to manifest. When I'm praying to God for certain things, for outcomes, and leaving it kind of open for the highest and best, I make sure that I'm still a part of the process beyond the prayer. You know the expression in spirituality and especially in science of mind, treat and move your feet. Treat means prayer treatment, right? The prayer treatment. And so you treat and move your feet. Not sitting around, because there's a big difference in the, oh God, just please help me, God, give me this, God, as opposed to, God, I am ready to do such and such. I am ready and willing. Show me the way. And by the way, I think I shared this before. I learned in the Bible wisdom class that Science of Mind offers that Jesus never begged God for anything. Everything he said was a commandment. Well, I didn't believe that. So I had to go back through the Bible, through the New Testament, and sure enough, Jesus already said exactly what he wanted. He didn't say, oh God, please. It was always, so I just look, I got off the, anyway. So you want to be present. You want to be present to this co-creation. You're not going to have on the TV show that you're really more interested in the moment. You're not going to be on the phone talking about I'm co-creating if you're co-creating. Be in the moment for that. And then third step is take small steps. Small steps. For instance, right now I'm actually in an AI class. And I thought, because I used AI so much, I'll just go ahead to lesson number 8. Oh, no, no, no. I had to go back to lesson number 1 because I didn't know everything I thought I knew. And at one point they were talking about something I had no idea what they were talking about. So once I was taking the baby steps, it made so much of a difference. And by the way, I had more freedom. I had more freedom actually to learn and absorb because I wasn't so busy thinking that I already knew everything that they're going to teach me. That could be a big problem. When we know everything, then we don't need to know anything, do we? All right, I'm speaking to myself just then. Another is you want to be loving and have kindness for yourself, for the process, because that is what is going to move you forward on this path of co-creating. Buddha says, may all beings be at ease. May all beings be at ease. Envision that world where all beings are at ease, where we're comfortable, we're not suffering. So this is the way to move forward with your goals for yourself. There's something I want to speak to you about. A lot of times people are praying and then even co-creating when there's a specific need. They just want results. I'm going to encourage everyone, all of us, to be in that frequency of co-creating with everything we're doing. With everything. It helps for us to feel and be in the moment, to be more present to what is going on, to also be not only heightening your awareness, but to be more grateful for the moment, for what it is that we are experiencing in the right now. So you do this as a way of life, not where there's, well, I just need to get a new car right now, so I'm going to just co-create and manifest. Okay, let me know how that works out. All right. In closing, I just want to remind you, we co-create the field, that energy, that space. We're co-creating that with whatever it is. We co-create the permission, in other words, to give ourselves to not be distracted in the moment. We co-create the courage to say, yes, I can do this. I'm not only doing this for myself, I'm co-creating for others, because what I am doing is multiplying, and it's for the highest and the best. We co-create our belonging in the situation. I love co-creating in everything that I do. It's just such a joyous experience, and I'm always so surprised at the outcome, because I really do go into that energy with an honesty and almost a purity like a child. And for some people, that's not so easy. And so we have to let our guards down and again, give yourself permission. And then you co-create the outcomes encounter by encounter. And the most important thing to me is to bring God into the relationship. No matter what it is you're doing, co-creation is a sacred practice. I'm going to go back to the EJ and George example. Yes, they're doing this for the church. Yes, they're scheduled to be here every Sunday. But again, if you're here doing the rehearsals, it is I'm telling you, a joy to listen to how They work this out together. There is a flow in their process. And truthfully, it's a great lesson just to watch them do their thing, doing the God thing about the God place. I just love it. So I'm going to invite all of you next Sunday to come a little earlier so you can hear the rehearsal process. So this week, I want you to choose that item that came up for you. I want you to focus on co-creating in that process and let peace and courage become your personal walk, bringing peace with you in everything that you do. I know that you will make a difference. I know that you will multiply as you co-create. And I want to thank each and every one of you for co-creating this moment today, right now. Peace be with you.
Nice, Lava. We didn't ask her to invite you to the rehearsal, folks. But you're welcome at any time.
I have to say, EJ, because in Las Vegas, if you didn't go early, you weren't going to get a seat. And so people started doing it. And then they realized that the rehearsals were just as good or better than what was going on during the service. So they all should come.
Yeah, rehearsals are fun to come to. That's true. Well, okay. This song is another song that deals with this subject, but I was thinking there's another cool sort of version of co-creation is what's happening here with this song, because it was originally written by the Beatles and they co-created it together, and then Joe Cocker recreated the song, and that's another form of co-creation. It just happened in different points in time, and now we're going to do it, and it's another recreation of the song. It's all co-creation. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What would you do if I sang out of tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me? Lend me your ears and I'll sing you a song. I will try not to sing out of key. Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. Try with a little help from my friends. I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. Ooh. What do I do when my love is away? Does it worry you to be alone? How do I feel at the end of the day? Are you sad because you're on your own? Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. Get high with a little help from my friends. Gonna try with a little help from my friends. Someone to love. Could it be anybody? Oh, 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 oh. it sure feels like mine. Oh, I get high with a little help from my friends. I get high with a little help from my friends. Gonna try with a little help from my friends. Do you need anybody? I need someone to love. Could it be anybody? Buy with a little help from my friends. I get high with a little help from my friends. I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. I get by with a little help from my friends. I get high with a little help from my friends. Oh, I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. I get by with a little help from my friends.
Okay, it's my turn. Hi, everybody. For those that don't know me, I am Denise Foxwell, and I am a licensed practitioner here as well. And it is time for our conscious giving. Our conscious giving. We accept all levels, but we also want to remind you that there is a tip jar down here for the boys, if you are so inclined to put $1 or $2 in there. There's also the Venmo in case you don't have the $1 or $2, and they will be most appreciated, most appreciative. And as for us, we accept cash, check, Venmo, Zelle. Anything that you would like to donate would be perfectly. And Roxy is here with us. So at this time, I would like to just bless our offering. If you'll put your hands out into the world again, pulling in gratitude, pulling in the faith and love of all that is, and let us bless together. In this gratitude, we know something magnificent is happening, for gratitude is the gatekeeper of goodness. The universe is all giving and all loving and never holds back. All our needs are met individually and collectively, and for our community and the world. And I'd like you all to bless your offering by saying it with me. From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal, bless, and prosper. It is evidence of my faith and belief. It is good work in the world and returns to me multiplied abundantly. And so it is.
I am so blessed.
I am so blessed. I am so grateful that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. And now we have our,
Bless the offering.
I did already.
Okay.
I'm a little backwards, but I already blessed it,
It is co-created.
and then we already blessed it, and now it is time for the announcements. Right. So we have a 5-minute prayer. If anyone needs it in the back, come and see Roxy or myself, and we'll be more than happy to pray with you for a couple of minutes, because Darylyn isn't here. We have the new Science of Mind magazine in the back. It is 2 months worth, January, February, and it's $12. See Roxy or myself. There's quite a few things going on. These are kind of the things that are here every week. We've got, are we Kundalini? Yeah? Next Saturday, not this Saturday, but next Saturday. Okay. We have our spruced up Saturdays with Lava Bai, and she talked about that. We have the Santa Barbara meditation group. They request that you email them and they will give you the specifics. And then, of course, we have our blessing circle every Wednesday at 11 o'clock. One of the practitioners will be on Zoom to pray with you. Okay, we have our spirit book study group on Fridays with Roxy, and they are doing the trust frequency. The tarot circle is coming up on the 24th with Brian. It will be here, and there is a small donation, $5. And then we have, Larry is coming again. This time he is going to be doing soul readings. This man is amazing. It's a $25, and there is a limited time of 8 slots available. And it is on the 25th at 1 o'clock after service. We have 5 slots left. Okay. And then I am going to do a visioning soul collage class on the 31st. It's from 10 to 2, $30 pre-registration. And we will develop and put together collage cards for our vision for the new year. Lots of fun. Don't need to bring anything. I give it all to you. And then we're coming up with the Share the Abundance raffle, and that's going to be on the 8th, and we will talk more about it. But you see some of the things that are on display that will be available. Okay, and of course the Healing Arts Fair is coming up in March. We do this twice a year, and we will have all kinds of wonderful healing people that will be here. And next week, Miriam will be back next week. Sacred Possibility, Shared Power. That sounds fascinating. Okay, so let's all grab a hand, circle up, hand to hand, heart to heart. Feel a friend. No, I don't think I want to do that. Okay, so I am just blessing this day, this circle, these wonderful, wonderful people who have joined us today, either here and on Zoom. I blessed Lava Bai and her beautiful, beautiful personage, knowing that she is divinely guided and protected in every way. And I know that each one of us goes on out into the world and touching another with our love, with our open hearts, and knowing that the peace of God and love is with each and every one of us and all that we come across. I give great gratitude for our musicians, amazing gratitude for Lava, and I am so grateful for everyone that was here today. And we just say our motto. Miracles follow miracles, wonders always increase, and we give thanks for this amazing day, and so it is.
I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Yes, I'm only here for God. Yes, I'm only here for God. Yes, I'm only here for God.
Welcome everybody on Zoom. If you have a prayer request, please stand by. Yay. All right, Shane, I hope you can hear me. Please